Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with a quick update for the Sui network. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified about similar content, smash that bell notification icon. And don't forget to grab your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked down below the video in the description. Grab it now while it's free. And let's get into the content. So we've been covering Sui all year here on the channel. We've seen phenomenal growth. We were telling you all about Sui all the way back here when you had opportunities to be buying it under the $1 mark. We're currently sitting at a Sui price of $4.92 after recently getting up to as high as $5.35 in the past week or two. So very exciting moves being made for Sui. We can see that once we broke back above the 200-day simple moving average here in the middle of September, we had a big run up before a little bit of consolidation and a bigger move higher on the back of the election results in the United States. So since that time period, 6th of November 2024 until today, Sui has made a 172% gain to the upside during, a 69 to 70 day period. That is a phenomenal ROI if you've been holding Sui, if you've been investing, if you've been purchasing the lows all the way back here throughout the summer. Congratulations, you have made some fantastic gains, but I do think there's a lot more room for upside on the Sui blockchain and for the price of Sui over 2025. So we can see what's happened here if we zoom in on the chart much more recently. What impresses me most about Sui lately, guys, is the fact that it has remained in a very resilient uptrend, despite the fact you've got Bitcoin pulling back down from above 100,000. You've got Ethereum pulling back down from above 4,000 down to 32.88 where we're at today. You have Solana pulling back from $260 all the way down to 187 with this most recent correction. And all the while, Sui has been continuing to march upwards in price, ignoring what the rest of the market is doing. This makes me very excited for the strength, the resilience, and the potential for Sui to have even higher price upside over the course of 2025. And the other thing that impresses me most about Sui is if we break out the Sui Dominance chart, you can see that during this same time period, over the course of the past few weeks, Sui Dominance has continued to march upwards. This is essentially what is Sui's market share of the overall crypto market. We were up at about 0.3% dominance for Sui here as recently as the end of November, and we've continued to march higher through December, through January. We're currently sitting just below a 0.5% dominance level for Sui, guys, and if it continues on this trajectory, we could get to a 1% dominance level for Sui by April of 2025. If it continues along this particular trend line, which it hasn't broken since August of this year, we could be getting somewhere close to 1% dominance for Sui by April of this year. So very, very interesting things happening for Sui in terms of price action, but what's happening from an on-chain perspective? And again, in my opinion, this is an area where Sui has a lot of strength. We're seeing growth in terms of daily active users. We're seeing growth in terms of daily transactions. If you look at the chart here, we're looking at chain compare, and we're actually comparing Solana in green, Base in the deeper blue, and Sui in this lighter blue for the past 365 days. And you can see, back at the beginning of 2024, Sui only had, 10, 15, 20,000 daily active addresses on a consistent basis. Now, by the time we got into the latter stages of 2024, Sui was having upwards of 1 million, 1.5 million daily active addresses on a continuous basis. Again, daily transactions. We saw a lot of growth here with the amount of daily transactions happening on Sui. Again, 1.3 million daily transactions. We were kind of sitting around 1 million daily transactions on average. Now we're having, more than 5, 6, 7, even 8 million daily transactions happening on Sui's blockchain on a very consistent basis. So very interesting growth happening. Of course, it looks small compared to the likes of Solana and even, kind of tracking similar to Base here, but very exciting stuff happening from a growth perspective. Again, look at this growth in TVL. TVL on Sui, only about 340 million at the beginning of 2024. We're now up at more than $2 billion of TVL on the Sui blockchain. And again, DEX volumes increasing lately as well, moving upwards of, consistently being above $500 million on a daily basis for DEX volumes, going through the likes of Cetus and Turbos. We've done plenty of videos about Cetus and Turbos on the channel. I will leave links at the top of the screen for those videos. We've also recently dropped videos on lending borrowing protocols, just like Sui Lend and Navi protocol. Very exciting stuff happening in the Sui ecosystem. And again, this is what makes me so bullish, because there is protocols built on top of Sui. You've got lending borrowing protocols. You've got well-established DEXs. This means it's much easier for liquidity to flow into Sui when the floodgates are open and when there is the ability to on-ramp capital with those DEXs, with those protocols, and you can actually do things on Sui to earn yield, earn staking rewards, and be supplying capital on those lend borrow protocols, just like Navi, just like Sui Lend, to earn yield on your Sui. So this is exciting. It's well on its way to continuous growth for the course of 2025, and very exciting stuff going on. Again, if we jump over to DeFi Llama and we jump back over to the chain's overview, you can see how Sui has been growing over the course of this year. This is not loading for me right now for some reason. I think I need to refresh the page here. If we go down to see total value locked across all chains, again, DeFi Llama not loading for me for some reason. We can see Sui is now the 8th largest protocol by total value locked in DeFi, up almost 10% this month, while most of the others are in the red. Lots of growth and exciting things happening on the Sui blockchain. I do think we're going to see continued growth here. We were just mentioning Sui Lend, Navi protocols, Cetus, Turbos, some of these leading protocols on Sui, and just look at this accelerated growth for TVL on the Sui network. Again, all of this is playing into the fact that we have fantastic dominance increasing over the past number of months, and the price action of Sui holding extremely strong in the face of these recent pullbacks and keeping us pretty much right below all-time highs. We were literally putting in all-time highs just over a week ago, with Sui getting up to $5.38, currently just below the $5 mark. Very exciting things happening on this blockchain. One to watch for 2025. If Sui gets up to similar kind of dominance levels to what Solana did in the previous cycle, we could be seeing the price going very, very high. Even if it gets to just half of what Solana did during the previous cycle, that would be getting us above $30 in market cap. Solana got to a dominance of 2.88% at the peak of the 2021 cycle. If Sui can get up to a 1.44% dominance, that's going to put the price for Sui above $30. So this was the price prediction we outlined for you guys on the channel a few weeks ago. Drop me a comment below. Do you want me to do an updated price prediction for Sui? In my opinion, I think I'm going to need to revise it upwards, just given the dominance of Sui and how it is tracking so strong in the midst of this recent pullback. But on the channel, last time we did our price prediction about a month ago at this point, guys, we were saying in a bear case, Sui could be getting as high as $8.88. In a base case, saying we could get to $16.66. And in a bull case scenario, we were projecting Sui getting as high as a $27 to $28 price. price. Again, this was with a market dominance of 1.25%. And as we saw on the chart, if we continue the existing trend, we could be getting Sui to a 1% dominance by April of 2025. So lots of exciting stuff happening with Sui, guys. Let me know, do you want an updated price prediction video for Sui on the channel? Of course, this video, as always, is sponsored by Femex, the most efficient crypto trading and investment platform. And yes, of course, Sui is available over on Femex for spot trading and for margin trading. You can check it out yourself. I will leave a referral link down in the description below. Check out Femex, guys, a really great team behind the project. But Sui is dominating the market during this recent pullback, showing amazing strength, sitting way above the 200-day simple moving average. Lots of room for price appreciation this year. Of course, this is not financial advice. Make sure to do your own research. Check out the protocol. Check out the DEXs, the lend borrow platforms on top of Sui, and make your own judgments. But very exciting stuff happening for Sui in 2025. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit subscribe as well, guys. If you want to get notified, smash the bell notification icon. Share the video with a friend. We're honing in on 10,000 subscribers. It really would mean the world if you smash that subscribe button. And as always, don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. Link below the video in the description. Grab it down below before you leave, and we'll catch you in the next one.